And for you inside, you may think that you are the only one who have sold a property. But even your opponent has also sold his or her property. Now you go into this, you are not just thinking about winning this election, but you also think about the house. You think about your precious land that you've sold in Fort Portrait. And you see now, if I'm going here, I'm not only losing this election, but I'm also losing my property. I'm losing my family. I might even have a divorce after selling my wife, my family house. My family, where are they going to stay? So you see somebody participating in an election, but not just on that election that you see, but that person is thinking about all these kind of things. So now, because of this, somebody goes into this participating in the election as a do or die. So that's why you see people, even after elections, people are having issues of health. And it's basically that. So what do we do with this? Somebody was asking immediately, wherever I go out of such a situation after going through elections, I ask myself, why do people do this? At times people don't know what they are contesting for. Because I was looking at people contesting for the position of the Central Executive Committee of the National Resistance Movement. People using billions. Somebody told me I used 25 billion shillings to contest for a position. 25 billion shillings for a position that you are going to go, and they pay you 10 million shillings monthly. And if you calculate 10 million shillings per month, that will do the 60 months of 5 years, it comes to 600 million shillings. Not even 1 billion that you can get. Then you could ask, do these people do the calculation? Somebody told me, it's a clean up, that some people are so dirty that they think by joining this body, they are creating some kind of immunity around them so that they can do whatever they want to do. But that's also wrong. I've been in this position for over 5 years. I've not seen anything that I can do using my position and hide and probably become immune of it. And that kind of imagination and thinking, and that basically cover up this kind of people, and they tend to spend all this money without even thinking about what is going to come next.
Honorable, 5 minutes to go.
Probably. We need information. People need information before they make such decisions, and so that they make decisions on the informed point of view. I thank you.
Thank you. I've been put in a very difficult position because you can hear whichever panelist is speaking, there's so much more that they are able to speak about, and yet time is not with us. But thank you, Honourable. We've heard of the loopholes, and we will see how those loopholes can be addressed. One of the institutions that is actually trying to see how they can address some of these loopholes, I believe, is the Netherlands Institute for Multi-Party Democracy. Because what the institution tries to do is to foster a strong and vibrant and inclusive multi-party democracy by strengthening political parties, these people who are looking for the loopholes, promoting the political participation of women and youth, and facilitating dialogue between parties, civil society, and other stakeholders. And we know that the Institute has been involved in a lot of training and probably trying to address some of these concerns that have been addressed here. So now in that capacity, given the context that we are involved in, and hearing from the two panelists that you've heard from before, what is it that you believe that, first of all, the Netherlands Institute is doing currently to address this, and what you believe we as a whole, because this is our collective responsibility, what can we as a whole do to ensure that we are able to return people's confidence in the electoral process in this country. Over to you.
Thank you very much, our moderator. And I'm also happy to say that you are my board chair one time, and I'm proud that you're moderating this session. Number two is to say thank you to the Women's Situation Room for organizing this very important conversation on building confidence. But importantly, for bringing two institutions together, the Electoral Commission and the politician. And when both of them were speaking, one who focuses on identifying loopholes and the other who focuses on closing loopholes, I kept wondering at what point shall we come together and speak as a nation. That's one. But also imagine, because one of the challenges that we've had in this country is that we've been so balkanized. And I was doing a simple calculation, and I actually found that during this electoral period, we have about 12 million Ugandans who are looking for votes. Because I think we have about 4 million elective positions. So imagine the 4 million elective positions, you have three representatives by average, because you in some positions you have 6, 10, and what have you. So you have 12 million Ugandans out of 45 who are moving around, speaking, looking for loopholes, and trying to take advantage of the situation. So you can imagine the chaos that happens around the country. But that's said and done, then how do we build the confidence? Now, moderator, before I come to the question of building confidence, I wanted to speak two issues which I think need to be comprehensively addressed. One is that as a country, we've never addressed ourselves to the question of citizenship versus subjects. And from the time of independence and pre-independence, we've never been treated as citizens. We've always been treated as subjects. Meaning that our responsibilities, our duties, and the social contract we talk about through electoral process has never been fully utilized. Why? It's because of the mode. A, the nation was formed. B, the subsequent processes that continuously perpetuate he who takes power. Uganda was not formed on consensus. It was forced balkanization of various and different nations. Our independence and the preceding governments did not involve everyone. It was a consensus of the elite group. An elite group that sat somewhere far from Uganda. And after that, we see a critical and a very bad culture of the military involving in politics, and eventually the politics entering the military.